I got you.
262, I got one. Fight me.
She ran from the police.
I can't breathe and I'm pregnant. Okay.
I got you.
Here. I can't breathe and I'm pregnant.
All right, well, get your arm out from underneath you.
Let me turn to my side.
No, get your arm out from underneath you.
Arm out. Let me turn to my side.
Get your arm out and we'll turn you to your fucking side. Why can't you listen? You have issues.
I can't breathe.
Yes, I can, because she asked me for assistance.
Please.
Yes, I can.
I got people surrounding me, please. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
An officer asked for assistance.
I can't breathe and I'm pregnant!
Inside a Walmart in the United States, loss prevention staff flagged 2 women attempting to leave with around $1,200 in unpurchased merchandise, a value that under most state statutes elevates the act to felony theft. Police arrived and detained one of the women, later identified as Michaela. The arrest was supported by the Supreme Court, ruling in Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, which authorizes custodial arrest, even for minor offenses like shoplifting.
All right, go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Put your hands behind your back.
What happened?
Put your hands behind your back. Palms together like you're praying. Awesome. Come here. Come here. Turn around. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Put your palms together like you're praying.
Grab my purse out the
Again, you listen to me. You listen to me, not her. Yeah, we're going to go in the office and I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'll walk all the way to the end.
Can we not walk too fast? I'm pregnant. Stomach hurts.
Follow in behind him. Alright, nope, stand up, face the wall. You got any weapons on you, anything? Alright, wait. Because you're pregnant, I'm going to swap these cuffs to the front. Palms together like you're praying out front. Alright, have a seat. So, here's my question to you guys. You guys almost hit me earlier, right? You saw me. Right, but you saw me, right? So you knew I was in the store, right? Okay. You also realize that there's thousands of cameras throughout this entire store, correct? Okay. So, let's play devil's advocate. How smart is it to bag items without purchasing them and then putting them in a cart, concealing them without paying for them?
You talking about the house shoes?
In general, any merchandise.
That's it.
Right, because we stopped you guys. But I'm asking you a question. Is it smart to do that?
No.
You saw me.
I told her.
You also saw me.
Put them in the front because I didn't purchase them, but I have money to buy everything in that cart.
Okay, well here's the other problem. We also have you guys from another incident with your photos where you guys were not stopped because you guys pushed out before they were able to make contact with you. So at this point, today, you both are going to be trespassed from Walmart, nationwide. You're not permitted in any Walmarts at all, whatsoever. If they open one on Mars, you can't go to Mars and go to that Walmart either. We have facial recognition. I work this one, and I also work 62. If you show up at either one of my Walmarts, I will immediately arrest you and charge you for both theft, and I will also charge you for trespassing. Do you both have IDs?
Do I have my ID? Look.
What's your first name, ma'am?
Miranda.
All right. What's your first name?
Michaela.
It was almost $1,200 last time, wasn't it? Easily a felony that I can still file warrants on.
Excuse me.
The last amount that you guys pushed out, almost $1,200. Just because we don't get you the first time doesn't mean you won't get you the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time. But the time that you guys spend doing all this nonsense, you guys could be putting an application in somewhere for jobs and stuff.
I can't. I need SSI.
You can still work. We have plenty of people that work here at Walmart that are on SSI.
Looks like the second one, Michaela. showing an activating 1 out of 10 for F1 domestic assault and obstructing. I'll see if there's a hard copy of the warrant and see if it's good.
Sounds like you might be going to the county anyway.
It's a bench warrant.
Nope.
The police took my phone. I might be going to the county.
Come on. You don't get that conversations.
Sorry.
While being walked to the loss prevention office, Michaela disclosed she was pregnant and her stomach hurt. From that, the moment, the officer was on notice. He was detaining a vulnerable subject, triggering specific restraint considerations. Recognizing the pregnancy, the officer moved her handcuffs from rear to front. This aligns with American Correctional Association guidance and laws in 32 states restricting standard restraint of pregnant detainees. Inside the officer issued a nationwide Walmart trespass and referenced facial recognition systems. Under Berkemer versus McCarty, she was in custody, but his statements were not interrogation, so no Miranda warning was required. Her spontaneous replies remained legally admissible under Rhode Island versus Innis, which holds that volunteered statements by a custodial subject are not protected by Miranda versus Arizona, unless prompted by interrogation.
I hope I can just get a speed.
All right, Michaela, I got warrant in hand. I'll exit out the county.
Copy, thank you.
So I'll be going to the county.
Okay. Does she have her paperwork? Is she ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get her out of here. Have her sign. Stand up. Throw. Hand on top of your head.
So for your trespass, you can't come to any Walmart in the country, Sam's Club, Murphy Oil and Gas, parking lot, anywhere. Alright?
No subways, no stores associated.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Alright, you are free to take both bags and leave. You just have to leave the property. Is that who the DV is again? Okay. Open it so I can get the number. Okay, you're free to go.
Yeah, she can take my phone.
When you get out of the county, you're not going to have any way to contact anybody.
I'll use the phone.
Okay. Nope. Are you fucking kidding me? Stop! You're gonna get pepper sprayed! Are you fucking joking?
No! I can't go to jail, please! I can't go to...
Fuck!
Don't do this to me! Please don't take me!
Hey! Go get my radio!
Please don't take me!
I'm pregnant!
I'm pregnant! Record her! Record her! She hit me! Record her! Cause I'm pregnant and I can't breathe!
Get your hands behind your back! Get your hands behind your back!
I will once you quit doing that to my head. I can't breathe.
Get your hands behind your back!
Please.
Get your hands behind your back! You're gonna fight me! Get your hands
I'm
behind
not
your back!
trying to fight you. You already... I got you. She already slapped me
Look
on...
at this.
Oh, I got you.
262, I got one! Fight me!
She ran from the police.
I can't breathe and I'm pregnant! Okay.
I got you.
Here. I can't breathe and I'm pregnant.
Alright, well get your arm out from
Let
underneath
me get to the... Let me turn
No.
to my side.
No, get your arm out from underneath you.
Arm out. Let me turn to my side.
Get your arm out. Well, turn to your fucking side. Why can't you listen? You have issues.
I can't breathe.
Yes, I can, because she asked me for assistance.
Please.
Yes, I can.
I got people surrounding me, please!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
An officer asked for
I
assistance.
can't breathe and I'm pregnant!
She answered the call.
We have all the units en route.
Help me! Help me! Give me your arm!
Units responding to Walmart advice.
Please, okay?
Dude, get the arm. Like, listen, is it that hard?
No, I just... I can't breathe on my stomach. Get off of me.
Shut the f up!
Get off of me.
Take this.
You got my arm.
262. One in custody. You can slow the other medics down. The other units down. Respond medics.
A records check then returned an active warrant for domestic assault and obstruction. The officer was no longer exercising discretion. State law and policy required him to take her into custody, a fact that visibly shifted her demeanor. Realizing she was going to jail, Michaela slipped one cuff and ran from the office. Under most state codes, escape from lawful custody is itself a separate felony, generating a new and independent basis for arrest beyond the original warrant. The officer caught her and brought her to the ground. Use of force in such moments is governed by Graham versus Connor, the 1989 Supreme Court case, requiring objective reasonableness under the totality of circumstances. Graham asks 3 questions: severity of the offense, immediate threat, and active flight. Here, the offenses were non-violent, and she posed no threat, but she was unquestionably fleeing lawful custody on a confirmed warrant. On the ground, Michaela repeatedly shouted she was pregnant and could not breathe. The officer correctly turned her onto her side. A positional adjustment reflecting post-George Floyd training on the dangers of prone restraint.
My daughter.
Alright, put your knees to your stomach.
My daughter. Shut the f up and get up. No, my daughter.
Look at me right now before you get another charge. Sit up.
I won't tell you how old my kid. Please just give me back to my kid. I promise I won't come here no more. Come here no more. Just let me go to my kids.
Get in the car.
I want to go to my kids. Can I still beat your asshole?
I lost everything running out here.
I got your can. Take your time. Take your time.
Okay.
French, you're good. You're good. Good?
Yeah.
You're good.
Come back.
You're good. Here. You got it.
Are you okay?
She's pregnant.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Come here. She slipped her cuff or didn't get one cuff on. Alright.
Again?
I want to go to my kids.
Turn around. Turn.
Are you all right?
Turn that way. Turn. Turn
Yeah. We got to the ground and she just immediately.
I just want to go to my kids.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
I just want to go to my kids.
That's not happening.
Just take this from me for a second. Jeez.
Stop. You can stop. Relax. Relax.
You already know how to fucking. Alright, you already know how to let me cause trouble nowhere. You know that.
Ma'am,
You know that. Look at how they doing me. What the f? Get off of me! Just get off of me! Man, get off of me!
Ma'am, you're going to jail. Stop. Stop. You're going to jail.
Get off me, bitch! It's about when it comes, I wouldn't have been able to do shit!
Watch your foot.
What you doing?
Just take her to the hospital. Getting her into that is going to be a fight.
Yeah.
So just take her to home, and I'll let them know.
I'll let her know.
We'll follow you out there, kid.
All right. What happened?
I f***ing had her cuffed and she told me she was pregnant, so I f***ing cuffed her in the front.
Did you come from out here?
No, in there.
She's in the office.
Oh, she's getting escape all day.
Okay.
But I had her cuffed in the front. I had her other friend here. All they wanted to do was trespass her. So, run her. She's got warrant. She wants to go. She's got to go. I told her friend, sitting there at the desk, I said, you can go. Grab her shit and go. She slips her cuff and gone. Fucking come out here and I tap her to the ground.
21:36.
She is pregnant, I guess, apparently. I don't know.
Did she tell you she was pregnant before she ran?
Yeah.
I mean, when she was in the office?
She was recuffed and informed she was going to jail. Despite emotional pleas to return to her child, the response was procedurally correct. She now faced the warrant, theft, trespass, and a fresh felony escape charge. Court records show she was charged with multiple offenses, including felony escape. She bonded out, pleaded guilty, and received 3 years of probation, with $900 in court costs, which remained unpaid at the time of public release. There is no public record of internal affairs action, departmental discipline, or a civil rights lawsuit under Title 42, Section 1983. The bodycam footage was released through standard public records processes. The arresting officer earns a B-. His pregnancy accommodation was humane, his de-escalation was steady, and his side positioning was textbook. The takedown itself was reasonable under Graham versus Connor, given the active flight. His weakness was tactical. Disclosing the warrant to a front-cuffed subject in an unsecured retail office, alone and without backup, made the escape foreseeable. The right ethical call and the wrong tactical call collided in one decision. Michaela earns a D. She did not strike the officer, and her ground resistance was passive, but her decision to flee from lawful custody after being accommodated for her pregnancy converted a manageable misdemeanor into a felony conviction. Lesson 1. When arrested on a warrant, even one you believe is unjust, the correct response is to comply, request, counsel, and challenge the matter through the legal system. Flight almost never improves the legal outcome. Lesson 2. Pregnancy entitles a detainee to humane restraint, not immunity from arrest. The officer can and must still take custody when the law requires. Vulnerability changes the method of restraint, not the existence of it. Lesson 3. For officers, when information you are about to share is likely to provoke flight, request backup, or move to a secured environment first. Warrant disclosure in an unsecured space with a single officer creates avoidable risk. Lesson 4. Graham versus Connor protects officers who must make split-second decisions under pressure. But that protection presumes the officer placed themselves in a position requiring a reasonable choice, not an avoidable one. Lesson 5. Post-George Floyd training has made prone restraint of a complaining subject a serious liability. The officer, here, got it right by turning Michaela onto her side. That single move likely prevented a far worse outcome. The case ended in a plea, probation, and an unpaid fine. It stands as a study in how good intentions, imperfect tactics, and a moment of panic can transform a bold routine retail dispute into a felony conviction that follows a person for years.